Hello, my name is Robert Dean Steele, and this is Real Dads. What I'm about to talk about is absolutely essential to parental harmony, and it's simply that: stand together with mom, and mom stands together with dad. It's no good to have one parent say one thing and then have the other one contradict that parent. Instead, you and your spouse must be working together as a parenting team, and each one should stand by each other's decision. That said, it's important that before you do any of your decisions, talk about the situation beforehand so that you don't end up having to support a decision that you strongly disagree with. So it's important that as a parent, you have a united front, because what children, believe it or not, are actually looking for is they're looking for inconsistency, and they will exploit inconsistency. Let me give you an example. When I was a young lad, I knew that many times my mom would override my dad's decisions. And so I would ask dad to do something, he'd say no, and then I'd come along and say, Mom, Dad said that I couldn't do this, but what do you say? And she'd look at me and say, that old goat, you can go ahead and do it. And what I was doing was I was exploiting parental disunity. But what you need to do is you need to be consistent. And when you are talking, especially before you have children, talk about the style of parenting that you have. Many young couples don't do that. What they do instead is they say, well, we'll figure it out as we go. No, you won't figure out as you go. You need to have a plan even before you start. I remember this one particular couple that I was counseling, premarital counseling. We talked about this. They were surprised at how each one viewed discipline absolutely differently. In fact, it was diametrically opposed. I said, you guys need to sit down and think about this. Well, next time we came together, they actually did do what I asked them to do, and they had a plan. And you know what? That plan worked very well for them as they were raising their children, because when they talked about the decisions, when they talked about what they were doing, it really brought unity in the home. And you need to do that as well. You need to sit down with your spouse and say, okay, let's talk about this instant and this instant. And when you come home, Dad, this is going to be the big one for you. You come home and let's say that your child has had a disagreement with mom. And mom made a decision. And you said, Mom said this. They're going to be looking for you to contradict that. And you're going to say, no, I'm going to go and talk to Mom about this, and I'm going to find out from Mom why she made this decision. And you go in there and you talk to your spouse, and you have the discussion of why she came to the decision that she came. And then once she explains the decision, or if it's you making that decision and your spouse comes and talks to you about that decision, you know what? Together you come with a united front. And maybe your decision was wrong. And she says, I think your decision was wrong for this with why you did what you said. You come back and say, Mom and I have talked about it, and this is the decision that we've made together. What you're saying to your children in both instances is, you know what? We can change our decision, but the decision is going to be made collectively. We've made this decision together. And if you agree with that decision, immediately say, yes, that was a good decision. If you disagree with the decision, then say to your spouse, I disagree. This is the reason why. But I'm going to stand behind you because I believe the decision that you made. I'm going to stand behind you because I believe in you. What you're saying every time is you are consistent with your child, and that's what they need to know, is that you and Mom are standing together, that you're a unified unit and you're working together under the anointing of the Lord. My name is Robert Dean Steele. You have yourself a great and godly day.